great thing about this movie is that everybody in some way saves the day. You know, I mean, Scotty's is the best, obviously. Everyone has a moment of heroism, you know, which shows how they all act as individuals and how they act together. And I was really happy to be the one who saves them at that particular moment, because it's a real hero moment. And also because Scotty's been, you know, he's been his own kind of hero in that he stood up for his beliefs and he got himself thrown off the ship because of it. And in actual, he's vindicated as well. So it was nice to have an arc, you know, and for Scotty to have a little journey in this one.
Did you talk to J.J. Abrams about like what the character sort of means to people or anything like that, or were you just encouraged to make it your own?
Oh no, absolutely. I think I was both encouraged to make it my own, but also all discussions were had, and I did my research and I watched the 82 film and I watched the original series and saw B.B. Best's interpretation. But you know, I was younger than she was, so there was a little room for interpretation because of course we change with time.
So you're one of the few people who's been in both Star Trek and Star Wars?
Yes.
Is that like an elite club? Do you meet for like dry sherries somewhere like once a month and just
No. Listen, I've also done Doctor Who. So yeah. There you go. Those are the three. You know, that's the television.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't think so. I think I was at the right place at the right time.
I kind of knew they were going to do something with my voice, but nobody really knew until when I went in to do ADR, you know, before the movie was released, obviously. And then, you know, I was speaking to the sound editing people, and they were like, yeah, we're going to do something with your voice. We're not really sure what we're going to do. And we tried lots of different things. They experimented a lot, but I didn't actually know the final result until I saw the movie for the first time myself.
What did you think?
I loved it. Yeah, it completely took me by surprise.
Here's the thing about making a movie. You know, you're making a movie and you know whether it's great. Like making Star Trek Into Darkness with the vibe, the story, and so forth. I knew they'd give so many dimensions to a guy like Marcus. So many things. You know, he's right, he's wrong, he's right, he ends up right. He's got a political theory, war theory that ends up right, you know. And I'm not kidding, if they followed Marcus's idea at the beginning of the movie, there'd be no movie, you know, because Khan is insane. But I do get the vibe when you're making a movie. I say, come home to Sherry, and I said, this is my beautiful wife, Sherry. I said, Sherry, we're making a great movie. JJ's making a great movie. He's making a resounding movie about family, really, about allegiance.
You did a slight redesign of the Klingons in these. Were you concerned about that? Were people going to cry foul? Like, the Klingons didn't go through that degenerative disease to get those foreheads yet. Like, what was your take on that?
I was very conscious of it, yeah, because you want to be so mindful of the fan base, and the Klingons, the fans know they're Klingons. They know the culture. They built the culture, quite frankly. So we had to be very, very cognizant of that. But at the same time, JJ's kind of the client, really, and he's just as sensitive and concerned about making the fan base proud of what we've done. I think we did a pretty good job.
And you segue from the main score into your sort of brum bum bum brum bum bum. What do you call the brum bum bum brum bum bum? Like, how would I talk about that?
To me, that's more of the sort of, I don't know. It hints at sort of the military aspect of what Star Trek. You know, on the fringes of what Star Trek is. You know. It is a little bit military, you know. They have weapons, they have all this stuff. They go out there, so that's more about sort of the that aspect of Star Trek, and then there's a couple of sub themes which are about the crew and about, you know, everyone kind of has their themes.
There's something I've been wondering lately, and it's about your style as a director. What is it about lens flare that you find so appealing dramatically and visually?
I know I get a lot of grief for that, but I'll tell you, there are times when I'm working on a shot, I think, oh, this would be really cool if there was a lens flare. But I know it's too much, and I apologize. And I've actually, you know, I'm so aware of it now. I was showing my wife an early cut of Star Trek Into Darkness, and there was this one scene where she was literally like, I just can't see what's going on. I don't understand what that is. I'm like, yeah, I went too nuts on lens.
Can you take lens flare back? Can you like pull it?
You can try a little bit. I actually had visual effects. This is how stupid it was. I actually had to use ILM to remove lens flare in a couple of shots.